of tea is a magical world of collecting beautiful designs from all over the world, and I have just gotten so into it since moving to the UK that I can't see myself ever being without a teaware collection. Hi all, welcome back to my channel. Today I am unboxing a Wedgwood teaware collection which I have collected over the past few weeks. Now, I had seen a sale on the Wedgwood site and I found a few bits and bobs that I wanted to collect from there, but then I also went onto another site called House of Fraser and they sort of had the little bits and bobs that I could collect to fill in and complete the set that I wanted to have. Keep on watching if you want to see what I have collected from Wedgwood, and give this video a thumbs up. I would like that a lot, and I'll see you in a bit. So the first box that I have is this one. Now, can I just say the packaging for Wedgwood is so wonderful. It reminds me of like a wedding cake. I stacked them all up and I thought this looks like a wedding cake. It's such a beautiful shade of blue. One of the ones that I collected was this teacup in a green colour. At first glance, looking at this teacup, I didn't think too much of it. I saw the design on it and I thought that it looked beautiful, but I really fell in love with the whole collection as one. Now, the Cuckoo collection is inspired by the cuckoo bird, and the cuckoo bird is a bird that is very strange in terms of how it upbrings its young. I did some research on the cuckoo bird and I was quite shocked to see some of the things that a cuckoo bird does. So for instance, a cuckoo bird will lay its eggs in another bird's of a different species nest, and hopefully that bird will hatch before the other birds, and what the cuckoo baby bird will do is push out the other eggs before they are hatched, and then the mother will return to the nest. And mind you, cuckoo birds are blind, so they do all of this with their eyes completely blind. And then the mother will return and feed and raise the cuckoo bird, even though it's not its own, and it will basically kill off all the rest. So quite the savage, if you ask me, but the beauty of the bird is just wonderful. Now, there is no cuckoo birds on the green teacup. It just has the Chinese flowers. So the Chinese flowers are flowers that date back centuries, and basically the cuckoo with the Chinese flowers is just a magic combination. I really like the faded colours on the flowers. It's just very subdued but very elegant and beautiful at the same time. So also inside this we have a saucer, and this is where we can find the cuckoo bird. So you can see it there on the saucer. And it is quite a simple picture of the cuckoo bird, but it's very reminiscent of the bird. And then when you pop them on, they look like this. I don't have any green teaware, so I'm quite excited by this one. And I'm just very excited to set the table and see what everything looks like. So there's that one. Okay, so in the next one, we have another teaware. There's a note in this one and I will read that out for you. So it says, "The Tea Story Collection at Wedgwood celebrates the rituals of tea and its rich traditions. Our archive-inspired collections features items which, when mixed together, provide a whimsical but eminently practical ensemble, bringing glamour and delight to the table." That is quite wonderful. I definitely agree with that statement. So this one has the cuckoo bird on it, and it is the same cuckoo bird, it's the same image, but it is on the teacup this time. And this one has an orange background, and I really do like this one because orange is one of my favourite colours, and I do find it very delicate and elegant on this one. So dating back to the 19th century, the Cuckoo collection takes its inspiration from the old Wedgwood pattern books designs, and that's what this design in the background is. And it's a beautiful design, and it works very harmoniously with the Chinese flowers that they've put on there as well. On the inside you can see the China flower in there as well, and it's just beautiful. Also, with all the Wedgwood designs, they have 18 karat gold along the trimming, and it's a very finely painted 18 karat gold. You can see that it is not wobbly. I have not many China collections that have a very neat painted ring around, and apparently all of these are hand painted, so they have been finished with hand paintings. So I think that would be the finishing touches, such as the 18 karat gold, and then the rest would be a print. So I will show you the saucer. Now the saucer does not come with the cuckoo bird on it, it is the opposite. And I really just like that they put that detail into making the teaware opposites, even though they are very similar and they use the same patterns, but the fact that they are opposite makes them all just the more special. And there we have the orange set on the saucer there. Something I've noticed as well, they have got the warping around the edges, and I love teaware that has warping around the edges because it is just so delicate and very interesting to drink out of as well. But also I've noticed that these teaware cups and the teacups themselves are quite larger than most teacups that I have, and they're also a bit more wider, so they'll be able to fit a lot more liquid in there, which I do appreciate. And now I was quite excited about this one because it is very cohesive with the set, the collection. Even though the colours are different, most of the patterns on these are the same. So it's going to look quite different, but it's also going to have a consistency about it. This is the teacup with the cuckoo birds on it and the little top lid there. And I must say something about the Wedgwood teaware. The gold on the top is just so well done, and it's a very nice rich colour of gold, and I find that it is the most reminiscent to gold jewellery, and this teapot is just beautiful. Now, another reason why I actually collected this teapot is because the size of the teapot is a lot smaller than the sizes of the teapots that I'm used to. And I love this because this makes for the perfect tea for one. Just the fact that the size is quite small means that a full cup of this would probably only be about 2 to 3 cups rather than a massive teapot, which would be about 5 to 6 cups. So I really like that about the size. It's so delicate and it's going to look so nice on display as well. So that is the teapot. So a little bit of history on Wedgwood. It was actually founded in 1759 by Josiah Wedgwood, who is now remembered as the father of the English potters. He was the youngest of the 12 children born in Burslem, in the heart of the English potteries, and serviced his apprenticeship as a potter before setting up his own business. And after he manufactured a cream-coloured tea and coffee service for Queen Charlotte, she allowed him to kind of style himself Potter to Her Majesty and call his new creamware Queensware. There's a little bit of a story on how he got started with the whole teaware making and collections, and that's why we know it today. And Wedgwood is actually one of the most popular, renowned fine china companies in the world. So it is very famous for the teaware, and it is something that you can trust is always going to stay beautiful time and time after again because of its quality, and there's just so much prestige with the brand as well. I really find a lot of their designs very modern as well, and they're not in a sense like what they say, your grandmother's teaware, because they have like a modern touch to the shapes as well. So some other places have a lot more of like a 18th century kind of a shape to their teawares. But I find that Wedgwood has a little bit more of a modern twist to it, and that kind of runs through a lot of their designs. One of the designs I was very interested in getting was the butterfly bloom design. I find it so beautiful, and it's very vibrant, but it's also got a little bit of that subdued look about it as well, and I really wanted to get that one. But upon thinking about what I already had, the Royal Albert collection with lots of vibrant colours, I thought that that one was quite similar, so I wanted something just that little bit more subdued, but still with a theme, because I love themes when it comes to teaware, and something that has a little bit of different colours in every piece makes it have a flow and a story to the teaware as well. So anyway, I'm going to unbox the last item that I have for you, and this is last but not least, and I find that my other teaware is very good for entertaining because it's such a great talking point. But I actually got this one so that I can enjoy it on the days when I want that little bit of luxury by myself. And this is a cake stand that is only for 2 layers. So rather than the 3-tier system for a traditional afternoon tea, where you would have sandwiches on the bottom, scones in the middle, and some pastries on the top, this is just a 2-tier system. So a 2-tier system, I think, is a lot more casual and easier to have when you are just simply having tea by yourself, or just with your partner, or just one friend, because it is not as extravagant but still very elegant and personal at the same time. The detailing on this is just gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is set this up and show you what they all look like together.